day 48 of using Vinted to sell the old stuff, my old stuff, that got me started in reselling. So I wasn't on yesterday, but I did do some listing and we had some orders. Last time we spoke, we only had like 1 or 2 orders, so I thought I'd leave it an extra day, still do like half an hour to an hour on Vinted, and yeah, just let some sales build up, and there's a few more bits we can talk about. But before we do that, I want to talk about one annoying thing about reselling. Let's have a look. So I do a lot of my sourcing online, and that means using like eBay, Facebook, Gumtree, Vinted, various platforms. So I do a lot of the buying online because the packaging comes to me, which is good because it means if it's been packaged well, there's no need for me to buy packaging. I can literally take pictures, list it properly online, and then send it in the same packaging, and it just makes my life easier. So yesterday, I tried to buy these 2 Rocky figures that came up on Vinted. Somebody was listing them for £26, which is a really good price for Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed. Nobody's happy to pay that. So they even put on the second picture a screenshot showing what these sell for on eBay. So it was like a listing showing somebody selling them for £115, and the person says going online for over £100, immaculate condition. So they know what these collectible figures are worth, and yet they're voluntarily selling it at £26. Yeah, they might just want a quick sale or whatever. So I bought it, and then like literally, let's have a look, 30 minutes later, they cancelled the sale. And when I spoke to them, they said, sorry, but I realised and got told how much they were worth, so I wasn't selling them for pennies. Sorry. It doesn't make any sense. You've put a picture on showing what these figures are worth, and then you've cancelled the sale because you think these figures are worth more. Yeah, happens a lot. It's not going to make or break my year. It's not going to consist of me shutting down my business, but I never understand people that do this. It goes beyond me. There's been plenty of times where when I first got into reselling, I sold like some comics for £5 only to realise they were worth like £70 to £80. But yeah, you live by the sword, die by the sword, in terms of like, if you make a mistake, it's on me, take accountability. I still have to send that item out because for like, when I'm say running the business, I want to be treated how other people treat me. And so if say like a situation like this where I get 2 figures for 26 quid or whatever, you expect them to still send them out, but they cancelled the sale. And yeah, just find it a little bit frustrating with reselling, and it's something that I'm sure happens to a lot of people, but it's not spoken about too much. But anyway, let's get into the orders. Since speaking to you last, we've had more sales. We had a bundle of 4 comics go for £14.40. That freed up some good room in the box, which is happy days. A Halloween t-shirt, £2.50. A Newcastle United shirt, £3, which is nothing. The sponsor print on the front of the shirt is in like really bad condition. Otherwise, that'd go on my eBay store as like a £15 to £20 shirt. But it is like a good project for somebody. If you restore shirts or anything like that, I see them on Instagram quite a lot, and yeah, other than that, it's a really nice shirt. So if they restore it, it'll look good. I did a little bit of purging, knocking prices off stuff. So a wrestling belt went for £7.60. We had some Happy Meal boxes go for £2.49, and a wrestling t-shirt go for £1. As I always say, pennies make pounds. What do pounds make? They all add up. I've got a proper dry throat today. Right, so that's all the sales done. it's freed up a bit of room in the 2 boxes, but I'm going to hold off listing more comics because at the minute they're getting plenty of favourites. But what I'm learning is maybe I've got too many choices of comics on there, and that might be preventing people creating bundles, because once they like add all the comics to the cart that they want, maybe it amounts to too much and they don't want to spend that much. So for now, we're going to stay away from the comics, and I'm going to list 4 listings. I reckon we've got enough room for 4 listings, so we've got some pants to list, and then the Happy Meal boxes went, so we're just going to throw on another what's it called, another bundle of the boxes. We'll start them at like £3, but I reckon 250 is the lowest we'll go. And again, we've got loads of them, but we'll just put like 1 on at a time. If anybody messages saying they want more, we'll put more on, but for now we'll just stick to that, what's already working. I've literally done, earlier on today, I did an unboxing, just cleaned up all that, so I'm going to throw these on. Won't take that long to do. I'm not going to jump back on just because I've also got loads of shirts to be listing for the eBay store today. But yeah, I just want you to know there is work being done on the Vinted. We've had some decent sales. Day 49 tomorrow, if not day 50. See you in a bit.